Manual. Dengan izin Arif, prosiding pendengaran penerimaan masuk Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya pada hari ini 4 Disember 2020 dijalankan secara sidang video Zoom atas persetujuan semua pihak berikutan Perintah Kawalan Pergerakan Bersyarat PKPB. Hakim yang bersidang pada hari ini adalah Yang Arif Dato Ahmad Kamal bin Muhammad Shahid, Hakim Mahkamah Tinggi Bahagian Kuasa-Kuasa Khas BKK 1. Saya ingin mengingatkan semua supaya kekal di kedudukan masing-masing dan tidak menutup video walaupun setelah selesai giliran. Sementara itu, wakil-wakil yang hadir pada hari ini bagi pihak Jabatan Peguam Negara, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur ialah
dengan izin Yang Arif Adiba Iman Mat Hassan bagi pihak Jabatan Peguam Negara.
Dengan izin Yang Arif K. Selvi bagi pihak Majlis Peguam.
Dengan izin Yang Arif Ujian bagi Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur dan juga menyebut bagi Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Selangor.
Terima kasih. Seterusnya saya akan memanggil nombor petisyen. Apabila petisyen dipanggil, pempetisyen diminta berdiri dan memperkenalkan diri sebelum peguam pengusul membacakan latar belakang. Pempetisyen pertama, WA 182065 12/2019, Lim Hui Sin.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Lim Hui Sin, pempetisyen pertama.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Hendra Muhammad, saya hadir bagi mewakili pempetisyen yang membawa dalam petisyen yang membawa ketirak prosiding ini, Lim Hui Sin. Yang Arif hadir bersama di mahkamah yang mulia ini. Rakan-rakan saya yang bijaksana bagi mewakili Yang Berhormat Peguam Negara, Adiba Iman Muhammad Hassan, dan bagi mewakili Majlis Peguam, Cik Selvi Kanakasabai, mewakili Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Selangor, khusus bagi petisyen yang pertama ini, Wee Jia Yang. Yang ada saya ingin memperkenalkan pempetisyen ini dan untuk memohon izin untuk meneruskan dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dibenarkan.
Dengan izin Mahkamah. The court's leave, my Lord, your humble petitioner, Lim Hui Sin, was born on the 26th of July, 1996 in Kuantan, but she said would later call Kuala Lumpur her home, where she is grown up in. She is the youngest of 3 children in the family. She was brought up by her mother, a single mother, Madam Tan Nyok Bui. Her father, Mr. Lim Chin Lai, had passed away when she was 3 years old. The petitioner, my lord, attended schools in Kuala Lumpur, completing her SPM in the year 2013. She said she had been motivated by her desire to help protect individuals. It was during her secondary school, protect individuals, groups, companies, and the voiceless, while at the same time contribute back to society. She had decided to join the world of laws and justice and set her mind to becoming a lawyer since secondary school. So after graduating her A-levels at ATC, she embarked on her tertiary education. So in the year 2018, she obtained a degree of Bachelor of Laws with honours after 3 years of study and completed her CL, Certificate in Legal Practice. She had done both her degree in law and her CLP at ATC. She said she intends to honor her alma mater today by calling it her second home, as throughout her 5 years of study, she had been able to grow as a person beyond her wildest dreams by constantly challenging herself. Upon completion of her CLP, the petitioner in December 2019 commenced pupillage in the firm of Messrs. Hu Tianming and Nashra under the guidance and tutelage of Ms. Xiao Yat Wen as Pupil Master. Today, she takes this opportunity to thank her Pupil Master, Ms. Xiao, for having provided her with opportunities and guidance throughout the period of her pupillage and at the time of the term. She said she is thankful that despite her master's overloaded time, a lot of program, her Pupil Master still spared the time to check on the petitioner and even enlightened and directed her during her hard times. And that is something she really found it difficult to forget. She's grateful to her colleagues in Messrs. Hu Tianming and Nashra for the unreserved guidance, and she thanks them for making experience there meaningful and memorable. She would wish to remember today her college friends for the motivation and encouragement given throughout the 5 years of study. She appreciates them very much for always having been there for her to make her tough times more bearable. She's also grateful to her high school friends for having been loyal, supportive, and thanks them for witnessing every milestone in life. My Lord, your petitioner, this is a momentous day. Her father is gone. Father has been gone since she was 3 years old, but it is no less meaningful for her to remember him in memory. But today she would wish to extend the biggest bouquet and gratitude, to express her utmost gratitude to her family, and that is to thank her mother for having been her pillar of strength. And she would wish to give her she was her pillar of strength for having given your petitioner unwavering support and encouragement, without which your petitioner would not have been able to achieve all that he has up to now. Your petitioner would also like to remember her brother and sister, who always been her confidant and a source of inspiration. Her devoted family, she said, have supported her in every step of the way during her journey of life, and no words can really express how grateful she is for their constant and unconditional love and sacrifices, and dedicates this day to each one of them. My Lord, I believe your petitioner is a fit and proper person for admission to the High Court of Malaya. I believe all the relevant papers in this petition are in order, and I believe there are no objections from the Attorney General, the Bar Council, and the Kuala Lumpur Bar Committee. And in the circumstance, my Lord, may I humbly and respectfully pray that this Honourable Court do admit and enroll your humble petitioner, Lim Hui Sin, as an advocate solicitor of the High Court of Malaya. Be it so moved.
Jabatan Peguam Negara tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Selangor tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Dengan kuasa yang diberikan kepada saya di bawah Akta Profesyen Undang-Undang 1976, Mahkamah dengan ini menerima masuk Lim Hui Sin untuk didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Dengan ini saya ucapkan terima kasih atas keputusan mahkamah. Saya memohon izin mahkamah bagi Pempetisyen menyalurkan jubahnya sendiri.
Dibenarkan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Terima kasih yang
Pempetisyen kedua WA 18-2060 12/2019 Chu Pui Vui.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Chu Pui Vui, Pempetisyen kedua.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Lo Jiayi, Peguam Pengusul bagi pihak Pempetisyen Chu Pui Vui pada hari ini. Bersama-sama saya adalah rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang mewakili yang berbahagia Jabatan Peguam Negara, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang telah pun diperkenalkan kepada Yang Arif sebentar tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon kebenaran Yang Arif untuk meneruskan ucapan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dibenarkan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. My Lord, the petitioner was born in 1994 in Sandakan, Sabah. The petitioner was conferred a Bachelor of Laws degree and had obtained her certificate in legal practice. Thereafter, the petitioner commenced her pupillage at Messrs. Aaron K.C. Ng and Partners under the tutelage of my learned friend, Mr. Ng Ka Chun. My Lord, on this memorable day, the petitioner would like to express her utmost gratitude and appreciation to her parents, Mr. Chu Min Chin and Madam Chen Vui Kwan, and her siblings for their unconditional love and support, both financially and mentally. The petitioner would like to thank her family and friends. Without their continuous encouragement, the petitioner would not be able to go through the tough moments that she had encountered along the years of study and during the pupillage period. Besides, the petitioner would like to record her gratitude and appreciation to her pupil master, Mr. K.C. Ng, for providing the petitioner an opportunity to join the firm and working under his great guidance. The petitioner had gained a lot of experiences and knowledges in various areas of laws through his selfless sharing. Mr. K.C. Ng has also provided a good platform for the petitioner to learn and grow. Next, the petitioner would like to thank the partners of Messrs. Aaron K.C. Ng and Partners, Mr. Aaron Lee Chin Yi, Mr. Chua Yong Chien, and Ms. To Su Ti, and also all the staffs of the firm for their great guidance and support. The petitioner wishes to thank them for their help and all the good memories working at the firm. It has been an honor for the petitioner to have a chance to work in this firm. My Lord, I humbly submit that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of this honorable court. I believe all the petitioner's papers are in order and there are no objections from my learned friends from the Aegis Chambers, Bar Council and State Bar Committee. Therefore, I humbly and respectfully pray that the petitioner Chu Pui Vui be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya.
Pihak Jabatan Peguam Negara tiada bantahan Yang Arif?
Tiada bantahan Yang Arif.
Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Selangor tiada bantahan Yang Arif.
Dengan kuasa yang diberikan kepada saya di bawah Akta Profesion Undang-Undang 1976, Mahkamah dengan ini menerima masuk Chu Pui Vui untuk didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya dengan rendah diri memohon agar Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini untuk membenarkan Pempetisyen Chu Pui Vui untuk menjubahkan dirinya.
Dibenarkan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Sama-sama.
Petisyen ketiga WA 18-2086 12/2019 Lai Wing Yi.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Lai Wing Yi, Pempetisyen ketiga.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Lim Mintat hadir bagi pihak Pempetisyen Lai Wing pada hari ini. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang mewakili yang berbahagia Jabatan Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Malaysia Kuala Lumpur adalah seperti yang diperkenalkan sebentar tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya memohon kebenaran mahkamah ini untuk meneruskan hujah saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dibenarkan.
My Lord, may I introduce my Lord's petitioner? The petitioner who stands before my Lord is Lai Wing Yi. She is 24 years old and is the eldest child of the two children born to Mr. Lai Wai Leong and Miss Pang Lai Guan. Mr. Lai is a sales manager who has been working hard to maintain the Lai's family, and Miss Pang is a full-time housewife. Should my Lord admit and enroll the petitioner today, the petitioner would be the first advocate and solicitor in her family, and this will bring honors to the family. The petitioner had an early education in SJKC Confucian, Kuala Lumpur, and thereafter continued her secondary education in SMK Perempuan Putu. As a science stream student, law was totally unknown to her, and they were never friends with each other. However, the petitioner is a very talkative and optimistic person. She is well known to be a good listener, as well as a good advisor to her friends. Her passion to help those in need gradually stirred her towards the possibility of pursuing the law. By the time she reached 18 years old, the seed was firmly planted in her mind by her family to pursue law as a tertiary study. Petitioner read law in Brickfields Asia College, BSc, where she started to see the beauty of law. It further flourished with the petitioner getting property law book prize winner and graduating with a second-class upper degree in 2018. Subsequently, she continued to take up the challenging CLP in BSc to complete her final year of law study in 2019. According to her, the most difficult aspect in passing CLP is mainly due to its sheer bulk. She could still remember clearly the tears when she shed when she thought she couldn't make it anymore and wanted to give up. But the next moment, she knew that she had to wipe up the tears, pick herself up, and conquer the challenge. Despite all the tearful nights, she was proud to share that she had passed the CLP at first attempt. Proud of you, my daughter, was the first thing her father said to her when her result was released. After graduation, she joined the highly reputable banking legal firm of Masa, Mokhtar and Ling, and read in the chambers of my able and learned friend, Miss Chong Po Kyo. During her pupillage, the petitioner learned the nuts and bolts of banking litigation under the watchful eyes of her pupil master. According to the petitioner, she is really a good and responsible master who takes her time to make her understand the work given to her. She does not spoon-feed the petitioner, but would rather want her to find out the answer herself. When the petitioner couldn't get the right answer, or no matter how silly the answer could be, she would patiently correct and explain to the petitioner to enable her to learn. Yang Arif, I have worked with my learned friend before, and I can testify and confirm that she has the same patience for me personally. Today, the petitioner would like to take this opportunity to extend her utmost gratitude to her parents. I can miss out anyone, but definitely not my family, the petitioner emphasized. According to her, must think outside the box is her father's favorite line to her all the time. Her father is a hero to her as she is always there when she needed him. She admires her dad as he inspired her to grow strongly every day. On the other hand, her mother is the sweetest woman in the world. Her mother cooked her favorite dishes every day. This is what keeps her motivated to complete her work and come back to the warmest home every day. Everything she is today and everything she may become tomorrow is all due to the great sacrifices her parents have made for her. Words cannot describe how important they are to the petitioner. To her sister, the petitioner would like to say how grateful she is to be able to grow up with her. Gambai sister is definitely the sweetest encouragement from her to the petitioner, and she will never forget to get what with. Having a loving sister like her is really great. I love you, sister, the petitioner said. The petitioner is also thankful to her grandma for always reminding her to eat more. Whenever she's busy with exams or works, she doesn't want her grandchild to look like skin and bone. Grandma, do not worry. I eat round the clock and have fat, the petitioner said here. The petitioner would also like to record her appreciation towards her pupil master, Miss Chong Pok Kyo, for her knowledge and guidance throughout the entire 9 months. A wonderful teacher, mentor, and role model. Do not see yourself as a pupil. See yourself as a legal associate so that you will pay 100% effort to all the work given to you. It's the most valuable advice from a pupil master, which has shaped the petitioner into the person she is today. The petitioner is also grateful to everyone in the firm for all the help and wonderful memories and experience that the petitioner will cherish forever. My Lord, I can humbly submit that the petitioner is a fit and proper person. I believe all the papers are in order, and my learned friends from the Attorney General Chambers, the Bar Council, and the Kuala Lumpur Bar Committee have no objections to this petition. With that, I pray that the petitioner be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya.
Pihak Jabatan Peguam Negara tiada bantahan, Ya Arif?
Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan, Ya Arif.
Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Dengan kuasa yang diberikan kepada saya di bawah Akta Profesyen Undang-Undang 1976, Mahkamah dengan ini menerima masuk Lai Wing E untuk didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Ya, izin Arif, saya juga di sini ingin memohon kebenaran Mahkamah supaya Pempetisyen mencubakan dirinya.
Dibenarkan.
Terima kasih, Ya Arif.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Terima kasih, Yang Arif.
Sama-sama.
Sila duduk. Pempetisyen keempat WA 18-1430-09-2016 Azmur Amira binti Azhar.
Dengan izin Ya Arif, saya Azmur Amira binti Azhar, pempetisyen keempat.
Unmute.
Dengan izin Arif, saya Inderpal Singh, anak lelaki Jit Singh, hadir bagi pihak pempetisyen Azmur Amira binti Azhar, rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang masing-masing mewakili yang berbahagia, Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam bagi wilayah persekutuan Kuala Lumpur yang telah pun diperkenalkan sebentar tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya memohon untuk meneruskan hujahan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dibenarkan.
My Lord, there are 3 parts to my speech this morning. The first would be an introduction of the petitioner and of her career path. The second would enlist the reasons why she is a fit and proper person to be admitted as an advocate and solicitor. And the last, yet the most meaningful part, is the petitioner's expression of gratitude. My Lord, this petition is a slow but steady growing process, and the first part of my speech shall address why this is so. As a young child, the petitioner had always preferred taking the road less traveled by the others. The petitioner grew up in a small town in Pahang, where children would not typically be vocal and assertive. While other children were more inclined to join the netball team, she went ahead and represented the school for public speaking and debate competitions. During secondary education, the petitioner attended a boarding school which offered only science-related subjects, and despite obtaining commendable SPM results, she opted for a law degree, while most students in her school would set out to become doctors, engineers, and the like. Luckily, the petitioner's parents never imposed on her life. She was free to forge her own path, and for that, she would forever be grateful to them. The petitioner's journey towards becoming a legal practitioner began in the Faculty of Law, University Technology Mara, UiTM. The petitioner genuinely enjoyed reading law to a point where she traded most of her precious time to become a seasoned mooter of the faculty, finishing as the first runner-up in the Philip C. Jessup National Law Moot Competition and being nominated as the best oralist in general round in the Nuremberg Moot Court competition were the highlights of the petitioner's moot career. After graduating with a first-class honors, the petitioner had the pleasure of serving her pupillage for 6 months at Messrs. Salim Gill and Partners in Bentong Pahang, of which I am a legal associate. During her time in Salim Gill, the petitioner was exposed to the intricacies of litigation practice. Sadly, yet fortunately, in 2017, she was accepted as a legal officer under the purview of the Attorney General's Chamber. Therefore, the petitioner had to put her pupillage on hold to seize the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The petitioner was posted as a federal counsel of the Ministry of Housing and Local Government, KPKT, where her corporate knowledge and advisory skills were put to test. After a year, she was transferred to the drafting division of the AGC as an assistant parliamentary draftsman until the present day. Although it comes with its challenges, the petitioner is thoroughly fond of her current employment. In the short span of 2 years, apart from numerous subsidiary legislations, the petitioner had the opportunity to be a part of the formulation of the Finance Bill 2020 and the Malaysian Space Board Bill 2020. The petitioner is grateful and proud of the career path she has led. She is hopeful that her admission as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya would provide her more career advancement and development. Moving on to the second part. The petitioner has widened her career horizon over the years. That much is plain. Apart from that, there are three reasons why I submit that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted to the bar. The first is a commitment and dedication. My Lord, such character was already built in law school, where she was willing to sacrifice most of her semester breaks to prepare for moot competitions. As a government servant, the petitioner's mission is clear as day. That is, to serve the nation, even if there would be trying times when the petitioner was required to work for more than 35 hours straight, non-stop. The fact that she is a mother does not make it an excuse for her to not give the same commitment and dedication that are expected of any other government servants. The second is a love in helping the lost, the least, and the last. My Lord, the petitioner strives to give what little she has to the community. Ever since law school, the petitioner believes in propagating knowledge as a forum, change and growth. In staying true to such belief, the petitioner organized a program held in a primary school in an effort to educate youngsters with their basic legal rights. Even after graduating, the petitioner continued to mood coach and guest lecture from time to time. The current students of her alma mater, her interest in giving to the community did not stop there. The petitioner continued to be a secretariat of the Welfare Club under the drafting division of AGC, which has many volunteering activities. The third is a sense of purpose. My Lord, initially as a young law student, the petitioner's plan was to make as much money as she could at a big firm and finally settle down at the age of 28. However, a star cannot shine without darkness. Her view of life changed after her mother's illness struck in 2015. The petitioner then realized that the true purpose of life is to be happy, and she ceased to crave for money and fame. To that effect, the petitioner opted to do her pupillage in Pahang instead of a household name in Kuala Lumpur, just so that she could be close to her mother and take care of her. That is also one of the reasons why she chose to serve her country despite being offered a place in all of the big firms she interviewed at. In contrast to her initial plan at the age of 27, she is now married for almost 3 years and is blessed with a beautiful baby boy, and she could not be any happier. It is my belief that a person who is content is a valuable addition to the fraternity. Now the third and final part. On this day, the petitioner wishes to first thank her parents, Dato Azhar and Datin Razima, her brothers, Amir, Aziz, Fikri, as well as her family-in-law, Mr. Zainal, Mrs. Aisha, Mr. Izzuddin, Mrs. Hidawa, and Mr. Ikhwan, for their unwavering support and love. The petitioner would also like to record her everlasting appreciation for her lecturers in UiTM, especially to Dr. Irwin Uy and Dr. Hafsha, whom she not only considered as former educators, but also as friends and parental figure. The petitioner is also grateful to Dato Jaswir Singh, Dato JC, Mr. Inderpal, myself, Mr. Balwinder Singh, and all the staffs of Salim Gill and Partners Bentong, Mr. Jagjit Singh, Dato Azlan, and the officers and staffs of the legal division of KPKT for the opportunity and guidance. The petitioner wishes to further thank all of her colleagues in drafting division AGC for the providing a safe haven through the hardship that is their job. The petitioner also feels incredibly indebted to her dear friends Fatana, Adlin, Aimi, Aliyah, Anisa, Nicholas, Amir, Hannah, her AAA mates, and former housemates for sharing her joys and sorrows during law school. Last but not least, the petitioner wishes to thank her husband Amirul Husaini and her son Tarikh Iskandar for the unconditional love and support. The petitioner is grateful to have such an understanding and accommodating family despite the occasional misery they are being put through the petitioner's demanding employment. My Lord, I wish to take this opportunity to congratulate the petitioner and to wish her all the very best on her current endeavors at the Attorney General's chambers and on whatever future endeavors she chooses to take. My Lord, I verily believe that all the cause papers are in order and there are no objections to this petition from the relevant bodies. Accordingly, I humbly pray that this Honourable Court grants an order that the petitioner be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya.
Jabatan Peguam Negara tiada bantahan, Ya Arif.
Jawatankuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tiada bantahan Yang Arif.
Saya dapat pengesahan daripada Majlis Peguam Malaysia.
Yang Arif, Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan.
Ada apa perbantahan Majlis Peguam Malaysia?
Tiada Yang Arif.
Terima kasih Arif. Saya memohon kepada Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini untuk mengizinkan Pempetisyen menyarungkan jubahnya sendiri.
Sebentar. Saya belum bagi apa perintah lagi. Dengan kuasa yang diberikan kepada saya di bawah Akta Profesyen Undang-Undang 1976, Mahkamah dengan ini menerima masuk Azmur Amira binti Azhar untuk didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Kuala.
Terima kasih Arif. Saya memohon kepada Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini untuk mengizinkan Pempetisyen menyarungkan jubahnya sendiri.
Sekarang saya benarkan.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih ya Arif.
Sama-sama.
Petisyen kelima WA18-680-10-2019 Abigail Chia Wei Sin.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Abigail Chia Wei Sin, Pempetisyen yang kelima.
Yang Arif, dengan izin saya Tan Chu Tek mewakili Pempetisyen Abigail Chia Wei Sin pada hari ini. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang turut hadir hari ini masing-masing mewakili pihak Jabatan Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur yang telah pun diperkenalkan kepada Yang Arif awal tadi. Yang Arif, izinkan saya memperkenalkan Pempetisyen Abigail Chia kepada Mahkamah Yang Mulia ini dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dibenarkan.
My Lord, your humble petitioner was born on the 6th of March 1997 in Subanjaya. She is the eldest child of Dato Sri Albert Chia and Datin Sri Janet Bo. The petitioner received her secondary education in Senior Scholar, but thereafter at Queen's University Belfast in Northern Ireland. She graduated with first honours. The petitioner went on to pursue the Bar Professional Training course at BPP University London, and upon completion, she was called to the Bar of England and Wales and admitted as a member of the Honourable Society of the Middle Temple. The petitioner subsequently returned to Malaysia and Kit under the tutelage of Miss Lim Siu. On this momentous day, which marks a milestone in the petitioner's life, the petitioner wishes to take this opportunity to express her gratitude and appreciation to all who have played a part and supported her in her journey up until today. The petitioner would like to first and foremost thank the Almighty God for all the blessings He has showered upon the petitioner and her family. All glory goes to Him. The petitioner would like to thank her family, in particular, the petitioner's parents, for instilling in the petitioner values and teachings which have made her the person that she is today. The petitioner is indebted for their never-ending love and unwavering support. No words could ever express how grateful the petitioner is. Nor will the petitioner ever be able to repay her parents for the sacrifices they have made that have allowed her to pursue her dreams of being a lawyer. The petitioner would not be standing here today if not for their sacrifices. My Lord, the petitioner would also like to extend her thanks and appreciation to her siblings, Andrew and Adeline, and both sides of her extended family, for the love and encouragement the petitioner has received from them in pursuing the petitioner's ambition of becoming a lawyer. The petitioner would also like to thank her pupil master, Miss Cynthia Lim Siu Ling, for the guidance and support throughout the petitioner's pupillage. During the petitioner's time at Mrs. Iza Ng Yeo and Kit, the petitioner was exposed to the legal intricacies of general and civil litigation under the guidance of various partners and lawyers of the firm. The petitioner is ever grateful for all the help, opportunities and guidance she has received throughout her time at Mrs. Iza Ng Yeo and Kit. The petitioner would like to thank all the partners, associates, colleagues, and the support staff at Mrs. Iza Ng Yeo and Kit for making her experience there a memorable one. The petitioner would like to thank former lecturers, tutors, university's classmates, and friends she has met during her days, who have made her student life much more meaningful. The petitioner would like to especially thank some of her friends, Nicotio, Manjil Singh, Aiden Ng, Sherling Mak, Daphne Lim, Yan, Hedi Saw, and Merlin George, all of whom she has met at various stages of her life. The petitioner is thankful to them and many others not mentioned today for over the years through appreciative of their love, companionship, encouragement, and lending ears. Saya adalah seorang yang berkelayakan dan sesuai untuk diterima masuk dan didaftaraikan sebagai seorang peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara di Mahkamah yang mulia ini. Saya juga percaya Cara adalah teratur dan tiada apa-apa bantahan daripada rakan-rakan pelaksana saya. Maka saya dengan rendah dirinya memohon dan Mahkamah ini untuk perintah seperti dimohon, iaitu menerima masuk dan mendaftaraikan Abigail Chia Wei Sin sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara di Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Jabatan Peguam Negara tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Dengan kuasa yang diberikan kepada saya di bawah Akta Profesi Undang-Undang 1976, Mahkamah dengan ini menerima masuk Abigail Chia Wei Sin untuk didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Kuala.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. Dan Yang Arif, saya juga dengan bangganya ingin memohon izin daripada Yang Arif untuk berpetisyen menjubahkan dirinya sendiri.
Dibenarkan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Sama-sama.
Pempetisyen ke-6 WA18-2066 12/2019 Yo Zishun.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Yo Zishun, Pempetisyen ke-6.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya Dinesh Mandrajo, Peguam Pengusul bagi pihak Pempetisyen Cik Yo Zishun yang hadir pada pagi ini. Rakan-rakan bijaksana saya yang turut hadir masing-masing mewakili yang berbahagia Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur telah pun diperkenalkan pagi tadi. Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya mohon kebenaran Yang Arif untuk meneruskan pujahan saya dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dibenarkan.
I'm obliged, my Lord. My Lord, a brief background of your petitioner, Ms. Yeo Zi Shun. The petitioner, who hails from Taiping, Perak, is the third child among the 4 children born to Mr. Yeo Chow Hock and Madam Tan Fu Chu. The petitioner pursued her LLB degree at the University of Warwick under a scholarship awarded by the Malaysian Department of Public Services. She successfully graduated with a second-class upper division in 2018. She subsequently sat for the Certificate in Legal Practice examination in 2019 and passed the said exam on her first attempt. In December 2019, the petitioner commenced her pupillage under the guidance of my learned friend, Ms. Karen Kaur, Anak Perempuan Gurmukh Singh, of Messrs. Shuklin and Bond. The petitioner later underwent an unexpected turn of events as Ms. Karen decided to cease practice in June 2020. And as such, the petitioner then continued her pupillage under the tutelage of my learned friend, Mr. Jalaluddin Ahmad, who is also from Messrs. Shuklin and Bond. The petitioner feels that the unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic and the resultant movement control order have infringed upon her learning experience during her pupillage. This is due to the fact that the petitioner was working from home for 8 weeks when the MCO was implemented. Furthermore, she was working from home and in office in accordance with the duty roster for a further 6 weeks after the MCO ended and the first CMCO began. Nevertheless, the petitioner has seized every learning opportunity which came her way, and she has made the best that she could of her pupillage. And the petitioner will always cherish the wonderful memories of her pupillage days. The petitioner wishes to express her appreciation to her parents, Mr. Yeo Chow Hock and Madam Tan Fu Chu, whose love, support, and sacrifices have paved the road which she has travelled up until today. The petitioner is also grateful for her siblings, Yeo Zi Ru, Yeo Zi Ren, and Yeo Zi Ki, who continuously and unwaveringly support her in every decision and endeavour she makes. The petitioner wishes to take this chance to express her gratitude to both her pupil masters who have furnished her with invaluable advice and guidance. The petitioner also thanks her fellow pupils, who are collectively known as the POS group, for their help and comforting words when she was feeling down and stressful about work. The petitioner feels privileged to have a few friends whom she can always turn to for moral support and helpful opinions. The petitioner hereby takes this chance to record her appreciation to her 2 closest friends, Tan Hui Ming and Ng Pei Ru, who have always been there for her not just during the pupillage, but ever since her high school days. The petitioner would also like to thank all the partners, lawyers, and staff at Messrs. Shuklin and Bob for all the kind assistance they have rendered to her. Last but not least, the petitioner would like to thank her mover, Dinesh Nandrajog, myself, who has graciously taken the time out his busy schedule to move a call. You're welcome, Zishu. My Lord, I believe the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of this honorable court. I believe that the petitioner's papers are in order and that my learned friends from the Attorney General's Chambers, the Bar Council, and the KL Bar Committee have no objection to this petition. And as such, I humbly move this honorable court to admit and enroll the petitioner, Yeo Zi Shun, as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya.
Jabatan Peguam Negara tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Dengan kuasa yang diberikan kepada saya di bawah Akta Profesion Undang-Undang 1976 Mahkamah dengan ini menerima masuk Yeo Zi Shun untuk didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
I'm obliged, my Lord. My Lord, if I may humbly request, seek the court's permission to allow the petitioner to robe herself.
Dibenarkan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
I'm obliged, my Lord.
Sama.
Pempetisyen ke-7 WA18-2058-12-2019 Lim Wai Heng.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, nama saya Lim Wai Heng, Pempetisyen yang ke-7 pada sesi ini.
Dengan izin Yang Arif, saya YC Kong mewakili Pempetisyen. Lim Wai Hang dan rakan-rakan bijak saya yang hadir di hadapan mahkamah hari ini daripada Jabatan Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia dan Jawatan-Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur. Okey, dengan izin Yang Arif, saya memohon supaya ucapan saya diteruskan dalam bahasa Inggeris.
Dibenarkan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif. My Lord, may I introduce the petitioner Lim Wai Hang. The petitioner was born in Kuala Lumpur on the 18th of September 1996 and is the son of Mr. Lim Choi Seng and Ms. Leong Mei Ho. The petitioner set his mind to pursue a law degree after completing his pre-university education at Sunway College. The petitioner read law at Cardiff University, where he graduated with a second-class honours Division 1 in the year of 2018. In the year of 2019, the petitioner successfully completed the Bar Professional Training course at Cardiff University and further obtained the certificate of standing conferred by the Society of Middle Temple. Thereafter, the petitioner commenced his pupillage in Masa Screen under the tutelage of To Puan Janet Lui Lai Heng. On this memorable day, the petitioner would like to seize the chance to express his sincere and utmost gratitude to his family. The petitioner would like to thank his family members for their unwavering love and support. Without them, the petitioner would not have been able to attain his achievement today. The petitioner would like to thank his pupil master, To Puan Janet Lui Lai Heng, for her guidance, patience, and knowledge sharing throughout his pupillage period. Throughout his 9 months of pupillage, the petitioner was given plenty of opportunities to learn and explore the corporate department thoroughly. While assisting the corporate department, the petitioner was given the chance to attend various matters at different levels with both local and international companies. The petitioner is thankful for all the kind people who provided him help and guidance throughout his pupillage. He is grateful to the partners, lawyers, support staff, and all colleagues in Screen for making his pupillage experience such a pleasant and enjoyable one. Last but not least, the petitioner appreciation goes to his friends and the ones who were always by his side whenever he faced problems or hardship throughout his challenging journey. The petitioner is blessed for all the support he has achieved. My Lord, I believe that the petitioner is a fit and proper person to be admitted and enrolled as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya. I also believe that the papers are in order and my learned friends have no objection to this motion. For the court to admit Mr. Lim Wai Hang as an advocate and solicitor of the High Court of Malaya.
Jabatan Peguam Negara tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Majlis Peguam tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur tiada bantahan, Yang Arif.
Dengan kuasa yang diberikan kepada saya di bawah Akta Profesyen Undang-Undang 1976, Mahkamah dengan ini menerima masuk Lim Wai Heng untuk didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya.
Terima kasih Arif. Dengan izin saya memohon supaya Encik Lim Wai Heng dibenarkan untuk menjubahkan diri sendiri.
Dibenarkan.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Terima kasih Yang Arif.
Sama-sama.
Semua 7 petisyen telah selesai. Terima kasih kepada semua wakil 3 badan berkenaan dan peguam pengusul, dan tahniah kepada semua pempetisyen yang telah didaftarai sebagai peguam. Seterusnya, ucapan Yang Arif, Hakim.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera dan selamat pagi. Saya ingin mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih pada wakil-wakil daripada yang berbahagia, Peguam Negara Malaysia, Majlis Peguam Malaysia, Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur dan Selangor, dan peguam-peguam pengusul yang sudi hadir di majlis perbicaraan petisyen penerimaan masuk sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya yang ditetapkan di hadapan saya pada pagi ini secara dalam talian melalui sidang video yang dijalankan secara langsung. Tidak lupa juga saya ingin merakamkan ucapan terima kasih, tahniah dan syabas kepada tenaga-tenaga pengajar, masters dan firma-firma Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara yang telah berjaya mendidik dan membimbing pempetisyen sehingga menjadi peguam pada pagi ini. Pempetisyen Lim Hui Sin, Chu Pui Bui, Lai Wing Yi, Azmur Amira binti Azhar, Abigail Chia Wei Zin, Yo Zi Shun, dan Lim Wai Heng. Izinkan saya di sini mengambil kesempatan untuk mengucapkan syabas dan tahniah kepada kesemua pempetisyen yang telah sebentar tadi diterima masuk dan didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya. Seperti yang kita sedia maklum, hari ini adalah merupakan hari bersejarah kepada semua yang hadir dalam perbicaraan kita pada pagi ini. Saya mengatakan ianya bersejarah kerana ini merupakan julung kali Badan Kehakiman telah membuat perbicaraan penerimaan masuk sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya secara langsung melalui dalam talian sidang video. Bagi pihak wakil-wakil pengusul dan juga pempetisyen, saya percaya hari ini merupakan hari bersejarah kepada tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Kerana sebelum ini seperti yang kita sedia maklum, perbicaraan untuk penerimaan masuk sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara diadakan secara fizikal di mahkamah terbuka dengan kehadiran kaum keluarga, sanak saudara dan rakan-rakan pempetisyen. Walau bagaimanapun, dengan penularan wabak COVID-19 yang melanda negara baru-baru ini, maka Badan Kehakiman Malaysia yang sentiasa komited dalam memastikan akses kepada keadilan, access to justice, disampaikan kepada semua lapisan masyarakat, telah mengambil pendekatan ini bagi membolehkan pentadbiran kesinambungan keadilan, access to justice diteruskan kepada masyarakat. Juga ingin saya maklumkan bahawa bermula Mac pada tahun ini, pendengaran dan perbicaraan di mahkamah telah dibuat secara sidang video, yang mana ini adalah merupakan norma baru ke arah pendidikan teknologi yang telah dilaksanakan oleh Badan Kehakiman Malaysia sejajar dengan keperluan semasa dan kepentingan pemegang-pemegang taruh stakeholders. Sehubungan dengan itu, maka pada hari ini Badan Kehakiman Malaysia telah mengorak langkah dengan memperkenalkan pendengaran permohonan untuk menerima masuk sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya untuk dibuat secara dalam talian melalui sidang video walaupun dalam situasi pandemik dan PKPB ini. Untuk makluman semua, sebagai perintis, Mahkamah Tinggi Kuala Lumpur, Bahagian Kuasa-Kuasa Khas 1 dan 2 dan Mahkamah Tinggi Shah telah memulakan permohonan untuk pendengaran bagi penerimaan masuk sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya yang bermula pada 2 Disember 2020 iaitu pada hari Selasa yang lalu. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, merupakan hari yang ketiga di mana permohonan perbicaraan kita pada pagi ini dijalankan secara dalam talian melalui sidang video secara langsung. Untuk makluman semua, saya ingin memaklumkan bahawa tayangan langsung sidang video ini disiarkan secara serentak melalui 3 saluran, iaitu di portal rasmi Pejabat Ketua Pendaftar Mahkamah Persekutuan Malaysia di www.kehakiman.gov.my dan akaun media sosial rasmi YouTube dan Facebook Badan Kehakiman Malaysia dan Malaysian Judiciary. Di sebalik kejayaan Badan Kehakiman Malaysia melaksana permohonan pendengaran untuk menerima masuk Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya ini secara dalam talian melalui sidang video, kredit dan pujian ingin saya panjangkan kepada Jabatan Peguam Negara, Majlis Peguam Malaysia, Jawatan Kuasa Peguam Kuala Lumpur dan Selangor dan semua pihak yang berkenaan yang telah memberi sokongan kepada Badan Kehakiman Malaysia bagi melaksanakan perbicaraan kita dilangsungkan pada pagi ini melalui dalam talian secara sidang video. Seperti yang saya kata tadi, apa yang kita buat pada hari ini, perbicaraan dibuat melalui sidang video adalah merupakan julung-julung kalinya dilaksanakan oleh Badan Kehakiman. Oleh itu, saya ingin mengatakan bahawa ini adalah merupakan sejarah bagi kehakiman dan perundangan negara, kerana sebelum ini kita tidak pernah pun bermimpi ataupun terbayang bahawa permohonan perbicaraan untuk penerimaan masuk Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya dapat dibuatkan secara dalam talian melalui sidang video. Dan ini adalah merupakan satu norma baru yang saya harap semua orang dapat adapt. Dan saya juga berharap kerjasama daripada kesemua badan yang saya sebutkan tadi dapat dipanjangkan kepada Badan Kehakiman supaya program-program yang akan datang akan dapat diteruskan bagi membolehkan keadilan dapat diakses kepada masyarakat dengan lebih berkesan lagi. Sebagai tradisi, izinkan saya untuk memberi sepatah dua kata bagi meraihkan majlis kita pada pagi ini. Sekali lagi saya ingin merakamkan tahniah dan syabas kepada semua Pempetisyen yang telah berjaya diterima masuk dan didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya. Saya juga ingin mengambil kesempatan ini untuk mengucapkan syabas dan tahniah kepada ibu bapa dan keluarga di atas segala pengorbanan, tenaga dan wang ringgit serta nasihat, sokongan dan dorongan yang tidak berbelah bagi yang telah diberikan kepada Pempetisyen. Saya percaya tanpa sokongan dan dorongan yang diberikan oleh ibu bapa dan kaum keluarga kepada pempetisyen, tidak mungkin pempetisyen dapat berdiri di hadapan saya pada pagi ini bagi membolehkan mereka diterima masuk sebagai Peguam Bela dan didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya. Oleh itu, saya cadangkan selepas majlis ini, ucapkanlah terima kasih kepada ibu bapa dan keluarga anda. Selanjutnya, saya ingin memaklumkan bahawa kerjaya sebagai seorang peguam adalah suatu pekerjaan yang bukan mudah. Untuk berjaya, seseorang peguam bukan sekadar perlu mempunyai kemahiran, tetapi komitmen yang tinggi dan kesediaan untuk menambah ilmu pengetahuan dan pengalaman. Jika tuan-puan merasakan yang tuan-puan telah melalui tempoh bertahun-tahun yang sukar untuk tiba kepada kejayaan pada hari ini, maka tuan-puan perlu sedar bahawa ini hanyalah permulaan bagi suatu perjalanan yang masih panjang di mana terdapat lebih banyak lagi perkara yang perlu diterokai dan dipelajari sebelum tuan-puan layak untuk menjadi seorang yang ulung dan disegani. Sepanjang perjalanan kerjaya ini, jika ada kesempatan, saya nasihatkan, tambahlah ilmu pengetahuan. Berusahalah untuk menjadi peguam yang sentiasa up to date dan seiring dengan perkembangan semasa ilmu perundangan. Dalam mengharungi cabaran sebagai peguam, mempercayai diri sendiri adalah amat penting. Tetapi harus diingat, dalam waktu yang sama juga, tuan-puan perlu sentiasa berfikiran terbuka dalam menerima pandangan daripada orang lain, terutamanya peguam-peguam yang lebih kanan dan berpengalaman, yang lebih senior daripada tuan-puan. Selanjutnya, apabila tuan-puan menjadi ahli majlis peguam, tuan-puan hendaklah mempunyai kewajipan untuk memelihara status kerjaya ini supaya sentiasa dipandang tinggi oleh masyarakat dan seterusnya menyumbang kepada pembentukan masa depan Majlis Peguam Malaysia yang lebih gemilang. Akhir kalam, saya sekali lagi ingin mengucapkan tahniah dan syabas kepada semua pempetisyen yang telah berjaya diterima masuk dan didaftarkan sebagai Peguam Bela dan Peguam Cara Mahkamah Tinggi Malaya, dan saya sentiasa mendoakan semoga kejayaan mengiringi tuan-puan bagi setiap kebaikan yang dilakukan. Stay safe, kita jaga kita, jangan leka dan alpa, kita teguh, kita menang. Sekian, terima kasih. Mahkamah dengan ini ditangguhkan.
Kod bangun.